Okay, here's a just another update on the James Holmes issue. This is the New York Daily News website. It's pretty much the same story. That's all on all the other on all the other websites. And basically, it's, the headline is Dark Knight shooting suspect James Holmes claims amnesia. Couple things I want to point out from it. The Joker's playing the amnesia card. Accused mass murderer James Holmes told jailhouse workers that he remains stumped about what landed him in a Colorado lockup, a jail staffer told the Daily News. He claims he doesn't know why he's in jail, the worker said Thursday. He asked, "Why am I here?" Then they go on to comment about how, after he shot all these people, he doesn't like the food in jail and his belly hurts and stuff like that. Which, I don't really know what that has to do with anything, but then he goes on here. Holmes surrendered without incident to police. The suspect remains under 23-hour lockdown, leaving his cell just once a day. Authorities fear that other inmates could target Holmes and have him wear a bulletproof vest during his daily walk. Jail workers said most folks inside the county lockup consider Holmes' memory loss a ruse. He needs to save his act for the jury because no one here is buying it, the worker said. Everyone's convinced he is faking it. Now, this is where it gets... Yeah, it's my text messages, sorry. This is where it gets interesting. It said, published reports indicate that Holmes mailed a notebook filled with gruesome sketches and details of his plans for the attack in the crowded theater. Now, like I said, this is where it gets interesting, guys. It goes on to say the notebook was in a large package sent to a professor at the University of Colorado, where Holmes was a PhD candidate until dropping out of school just prior to the killings. The FBI snapped up the evidence after school officials notified them that the package was at the university. Now, here's the key. In a statement, the university denied a report that the package sat in its mailroom for a week before the shooting spree. The package was delivered by the U.S. Postal Service on the Monday after the shootings and forced the evacuation of a campus building for 2.5 hours, the statement said. The notebook and the rest of the contents were turned over to investigators within hours of the package's discovery, the university said. Now, isn't that just amazing? It just so happens to show up after the fact. That does not surprise me at all. Now, I'm not denying that this man killed these people, okay? But what I do find hard to believe is, I'm not going to sit here and necessarily say that he's necessarily playing the amnesia card as the, because I believe that it's very possible that this is in fact a mind control victim here that has been used for a purpose. You know what I noticed yesterday when I was watching the news? Yesterday they were talking about this incident and they were talking about the survivors and how they're in the hospital and so on and so forth. And basically, one of the things that they kept talking about was how some of the survivors don't have insurance and what they're going to do about all the medical bills. Now, isn't that just convenient to be, hyping that? I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Now, I could be wrong. But when we had 9/11, when we had the Columbine shootings, the Oklahoma City bombing, all these other terrorism events, okay, I don't really recall hearing that much hype about whether or not the victims had health insurance. But we just happen to conveniently be hearing that now, when they're trying to pass Obamacare and all that stuff. So really, I see the two perspectives of this. Aside from it being an Illuminati ritual, okay, aside from that aspect, I see, two perspectives of this is, one perspective is possibly for attacking the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. And then the other possibility is to try to push the Obamacare agenda even more. So there's definitely, the elite and then, you know, and then there's the whole perspective also, which I think is probably the true perspective. Those are just sort of like the icing on the cake for their agenda, but really the true perspective was this was a satanic ritual. This was a blood sacrifice by the elite to show that, as far as they're concerned, or what they believe, is that the Dark Knight, which is Satan or Lucifer, is rising, and his kingdom, you know, they're trying to enthrone him here upon the earth. And I realize, you know, everybody may not be up on the you know, up on that whole topic there, but if you're not, go look at my first video that about this issue. It's called let me see here. Illuminati Colorado, or I'm sorry, Aurora, Colorado Illuminati blood sacrifice. Okay, Dark Knight, Lucifer Rising, Elite Ritual. Go watch this video, and you'll see when you get through the video that I've placed a bunch of links on here for you to go and learn about some of these things if you're not familiar with why the elite would, you know, perform this sort of a ritual and so on and so forth. So you know, go watch that video, take a look at it. That video I put out actually the day after it happened, so it's been up there, you know, it's been up there the whole time. And it's just interesting because those of us that know that know, you know, we have our suspicions about what the truth of this issue is oops, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. All right, those of us that have our suspicions about what the truth of this situation is, we've been saying since the first day that the news report was made about this, we've been saying that this guy here is a mind control victim. He's a mind control tool. He's been programmed to do this, and lo and behold, now you know, now the media is they're disclosing that, but they're, you know, now the whole ploy is going to be, well, he's just crazy and he's just trying to use that amnesia, you know, as a defense. But really, I'm gonna say, you know, because of what I know about these sorts of things, you know, it may not be so crazy to actually believe that he may not have any recollection of doing this stuff. Okay, you know, he may have been under some sort of hypnosis, some sort of drug influence, or all sorts of things. So, you know, we just got to keep our eyes open about that. But yeah, I just wanted to, and you see this just actually came out yesterday. This report just came out on Thursday. So so I just wanted to go ahead and make a few comments on that. And like I said, guys, go watch the other video if you're not up on the you know, why the elite or the Illuminati would do these sorts of things and how they could control a person's mind. Go watch the other video. I have all those links there for you. And yeah, so just like I said, go do that. And always thank you for your time.